we have a chance here to keep. In many ways, it is new to everybody who's never been here, but geez, OP is so cool.
Because of Charles Webb Murphy, who financed the building of this and oversaw the construction of this, because he at one time owned the Chicago Cubs baseball team. He owned the teams when they were winning the pennants in the World Series back in 1907 and 1908. So all of this ties into the history of Wilmington.
And the design is spectacular. I mean, it's Italian Renaissance. The attention to design is spectacular. So someone really cared a lot about attention to detail and bringing the best to this town.
I think it's vital for Wilmington. Again, it's that staple. When people hear Wilmington, automatically think of the Murphy, they think of the marquee. It's in just about every picture when Wilmington is discussed, in or around or outside of Wilmington. You know, in my travels domestically, I run into people who, they say, where are you from? I typically say Cincinnati. They say, well, what part? I say, well, a small town called Wilmington. And a lot of times someone will associate, oh, the Murphy Theater. So I say, yep, I happen to know the spot.
It's incredible. It's a jewel. The acoustics are, I've never been anywhere where I had experienced acoustics like this. If you go up into the box seats, right up there, if I were talking more quietly than I am now, you could hear me like I was sitting beside you.
When my sister and I were 5 years old, and we were entered in a Halloween contest. We won first prize, which was $7 silver apiece, plus we won the grand prize, which was $10.
My earliest memory would definitely have to be handing out programs to the people passing by. It was really fun. Yeah.
Take a center like the Murphy Theater, where the town can come together for graduations, minstrel shows, you know, whatever they're doing, and it's a meeting place. And this town didn't have a lot of, the Elks were okay, and so was the whatever else, but the theater was the center part of town, and it was always fun to come.
The Good Fairy program started this will be our 6th year, and it was started as a way to do two things: to bring the arts to children of the community, being the entire county, and as a way to bring children into the theater.
My art, when I'm in my studio and I paint, I have a window in the back, and the doves coo back there, and I think it helps my art. I feel a sense of magic here. I truly do. When I walk up the stairs and go down the hall to my studio, it's like history and magic, and I feel like, who has walked these halls before me, and what have they said, and what was the world like at that time? And
if you take a few minutes and take a step back and just look, it's phenomenal. I mean, if you've probably been to the Ohio Theater up in Columbus, I've been to a lot of theaters in the Washington, D.C. area, and this matches them. In Wilmington, Ohio, what's that about?
That's the theater being 99 years old and having a few years of needing roof repairs and some other things. There's been some natural deterioration.
She's got a personality of her own, and so due to the age and the weathering of the building, it takes money to upkeep. It's a huge structure.
It costs a lot to keep it functioning. It costs a lot to keep it maintained.
But the only way that can happen is to support it financially. So by becoming a member, you are giving that support historical place that we have open.
This has to be one of the most elegant theaters in the country for a small town. For a small town to have what we have here is absolutely incredible. And I don't think a lot of people are aware of it. The ones that are aware of it absolutely brag on it. They're so thankful that they finally came and bought a ticket, and you hear it constantly, that how blessed we are to have this. And I agree with that completely. To have something like this in this little town, it's just a hidden gem, that's for sure.